Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I thank you for stopping by for a visit. Welcome to the yarn room. This is my new yarn room that I have been working on for quite a while, a little at a time, because I'm weak and I can't do much at a time. But my son Dakota came out and finished putting these cube squares together for me. And so now I have actually started organizing my yarn. Um, at first, I was just shoving yarn in the cubes, and I did not like the way that looked at all. It was not very appealing to the eye, and it did not excite me. So I decided across this top row of the cubes here, I'm starting with pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then white right here. And I know a lot of times pink comes after purple in the rainbow, but I just wanted my pink to be down here by the red. So that's what I'm doing. It's my room. Anyway, so I'm kind of going just that one cube row in the rainbow. Maybe, I don't know. I have more than like just that blue. You can see right here I have some blues. They're going to go in the cube below the blue. And so I was going to, I don't know. I don't want to overthink it. Uh, too late, too late, too late. My plan is not to overthink it, but I might have already overthunk it already. But I was thinking like I would have blues, and that's probably going to change up to like different shades of blue. I don't know, blues, and then mixed colors that have blues in them could go down there. If like some of these up here, like all these blues down here, are supposed to go in this row, and those cubes are 4 high. It's 4 cubes high, so it could be a whole row of blues, and the bottom could be like variegated yarns that has a lot of blue in it, or the blue tone sticks out the most. It could go down at the on the bottom row of that. I'm not really sure. I think that would look really good, but I also have a lot more yarn that needs to go up there, and not all the yarn would probably go in a certain tone. You know what I'm saying? Variegateds, they might just be, um, they might not have a certain tone that sticks out and says blue. So anyway, I think right over here on these 3 shelves, I have some blanket yarn, but I think I'm going to take this blanket yarn and go across this top shelf in the blanket yarn and move all these Ogo cakes over there to those shelves. Um, that's what I want to do. I don't know if I'm physically going to be able to hold up to do it. I wish that I could get my little neighbor kids down here to help me, and they probably will later this next week. But you know, we've had COVID, and so I didn't, wouldn't want them to come down while we were sick. We are significantly better. Big Daddy and I both are so much better. Um, I just feel real weak and tired, but the head stuff and all that is gone. Um, he has a little bit of a dry cough. It's not too bad, and his breathing did not get any worse. He's the same as he always is. So I was super worried about that, but he's doing good. So anyway, just poke that in there real quick to say that we are better. So maybe my neighbor kids could come down one day this next week. Their mom, she is so sweet. She has been texting me every day asking, um, how we're doing, if we need anything, which we had ordered groceries and picked them up curbside. So we haven't needed anything. And I I hate to ask her to do anything like that because, as I've said before, she has 7 children. She's busy. She has a busy, busy life. She homeschools her children. They do sports like soccer and just different things like that. So, and she has a couple of kids like in some speech therapy or different therapies and stuff, So she's busy. She has a very busy life. And so I don't want to take away from her kids for her to do anything for me. So I wouldn't want to ask her to do that. But she's very sweet, and she knows that we've been sick and everything, and so maybe later towards the end of the week I could check with her and see if she feels like it'd be okay if the kids came down and get them to help me organize some of this. Because it's a lot. It is overwhelming, just, like what I want to do and not being able to physically do it. Like, I can get over there and start working on it, but my arms are so weak, my body's weak, and I just can't do it. So I will show you a little sneak peek of this side. Well, there's my ceiling, in case you were wondering what the ceiling looked like. A little sneak peek over here is more cubes. Yay! Okay, and then there's 3 shelves above there. The bottom shelf is good. The next 2 shelves are too narrow. So I can use those 2 shelves in my next room, next door, in the Calico Critter room. I just need to be able to go to Lowe's and pick up 2 of this size board that's on the bottom, and then that way I can those just have to, it's just 1 screw, well, 2 screws holding those boards to the brackets. So it would be very simple to just unscrew the 1 screw on each end of those boards, take it off the bracket, put the new board on, and screw the new screws in the brackets. It's just 2 screws per board because the brackets can just stay on the wall. It's just the board needs to be replaced. So anyway, I have these cubes over here, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. This little area right here is 5 across and 4 down, and then there's 3 boards that just go, it's 6 feet across. And then back here, let's see how many across that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across and 4 down. And there's 3 boards above it. And then I have some yarn still in boxes waiting to be put on a shelf. And then over here I have 2 cubes. There's some cubes right here somewhere. There's 2 cubes and they are 4 down. And right now I have over there like little specialty yarns, which might be some not worsted weight, not number 4s, and not bulky, and not blanket yarn. It's the best way I know how to describe it. There's some eyelash yarn. There's some just, I don't know, different yarns that are not 4 weights or bulkies. And behind you, you can't see, but I will show you one day. I'll show you when I get the room all situated. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves of bulky yarn, like Charisma. Yeah, there's 4 shelves of that, and so it's not organized by color. The yarn is just up there, and I can see, like, and this is the part that I don't like. Like, I can see, I don't know the name of that yarn, but it's rainbow colored. I can see one, like, just on each shelf, and on that shelf there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's 6 7 of them, but they're not all on the same shelf and they're not together. They're just spread out and poked everywhere. So, yeah, I want to kind of get group like colors together, not trying to do the rainbow or anything like back here, just putting you know, if it's if it's yarn that's just alike, put them together so I'll know how many I have of that, and I'll know how big of a project I can do with that, because I do have a ton of projects I want to do, and I'm so excited that all my yarn is going to be out and I can look at it and see how much I have of that color and say, oh, I can make such and such with that, or so I'm excited about that. That's going to be so much fun. And I will be in here using my yarn, I can promise you that, because I just have so many things I want to make. And I am very unapologetic about the amount of yarn I have in this room. I've collected yarn since 2016. And I will say that I don't know that if I have ever bought yarn that was not on sale or clearance, it is very rare. I buy yarn on sale or on clearance, with coupons. And so, now my sons have bought me yarn for Christmas, birthday, Mother's Day, different things. Big Daddy's got me yarn for Valentine's Day before, along with Christmas and birthday and, all that kind of stuff. So I love getting yarn for holidays. But the problem is I haven't had a place to have it out so I could see. I opened one box. Where'd it go? Elijah got me all these yarns right here one year for I don't remember what holiday, but Elijah had got me these well, too bad the whole ball band. He had got me these Echo Brights. It was a limited time only yarn. I don't really see any of that much information on them. Anyway, he got me like this green, this pink, a yellow, another pink. Is that all? He got me some of these baby rainbows. There's some pink and green and yellow and blue. He got me some feels like butter. So he got me this yarn, but it immediately got shoved in a box and put away. So I haven't been able to use it, and that's a crying shame. If you can't see your yarn, you're not using it. And I'm not preaching or anything like that about it. I'm just saying that's the way it has been for me. If I haven't been able to see my yarn, I haven't been using it. And actually, I had forgot about these yarns, and they are so soft. But you know what? These are going into a blanket. I'm thinking I might go make a star-shaped blanket or something with these, or just something. I don't know, but that is so super soft. I know these were at Michael's because Elijah got them for me, and he used to work at Michael's, so of course he got like a 30% off. Even if it was on sale, he still got 30% off. So I imagine he got good deals on yarn that he bought me. This I Love Butter, I don't know that is still available or not. I never purchased any for myself, I don't believe. I believe all that I have came from my son Elijah. So I was squealed with delight when I opened that box. And so I can't wait to get that all up on a shelf somewhere. And so one of my thoughts is, okay, do I put all that yarn together, or do I spread it out into the rainbow? I don't know. I don't really have a lot of room to put groupings together, like all this yarn goes together because it's the same brand. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do. That's a shame. Like, I like the rainbow, but I don't know if I should just do it the top cube and do the rest. Well, some of the colors would spill over, such as blue, pinks, reds, yellow, maybe, I don't know, green. Some of them would spill over into 2 cubes, um, just the different shades and such. So I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I don't know. I wish y'all were all here with me and we could just like work together, which only about 3 of us could fit in this room. So I have this little center area that I can stand in and stuff, turn around and walk. I mean, it's you can see the floor right here behind me somewhere. Um, I do have a desk that was Elijah's desk. It is here and it's shoved all the way up against this wall just so that I have somewhere to film at and possibly lay out projects on. I want to keep this desk cleaned off. Who thinks that's going to happen? Raise your hand. No hands went up. I would like to keep this desk cleaned off so that I can lay out projects and, because I don't really have a place to lay out projects. Well, I do on the piano, but I have to go clean it, make sure there's no dust or cat hair or anything like that on it. But anyway, so the room is from the ceiling to the floor of yarn on the back wall, this wall, which is only 6 feet, the wall behind you, it doesn't go all the way to the floor, it goes to the desk. Over here on that side of the window, it does go from the ceiling to the floor. And then there's a window right here. Let me see if I can gently turn you without losing you again. So, I have a shelf thing here that I'm not sure I'm going to keep in this room or not. There are some cubes left over. I could get Dakota to build those cubes and put them here, except the window does go all the way down, almost to the floor. It probably goes, well, the window stops down here. So I guess a couple of those cubes, like probably 4, would fit there. I'm not sure exactly how many were left over, but there is a box of them left over, and Dakota said, figure out where you want them and I'll build them. So that's what's going on. Anyway, so I'm going to work in here a little bit, and like I said, I can't hold up to do much, unfortunately, but I'm just trying to group colors together. And then over here, I'm putting, what do you call them? Variegated yarns, okay? I got on a kick here a while back where I wanted to collect up some variegateds. The red heart variegateds, I wanted to collect some of those up because I do have projects I want to make with those and put out into the world and see what happens. And so that's my plan. So I'm going to organize for a little bit.